So near Cosi Saint Jumedian was a gusua, Uti, and Yadamunia Sama train, Ama Yako Abba. Yababa Bidi and Como said American Amamono, the Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa at Nasi Studio, a member of Parliament for the North Tongue constituency and the ranking on the Foreign Affairs Committee in Ghana's Parliament. Inti in Sembia Koso Efa Ghana Fwa, Wonwakudi Dream Ewamanonia, and he's written quite extensively on Nsema Air Koso Fa Coronavirus outbreak here in China, Wuhan, precisely. Honorable Inti, my Shas here, why this level of interest? Are they now interested in Saudi way say?
But that's Edika, my main show, I mean, chatty for Yana, may be a official part. Ejuma, yeah, as members of parliament, representatives of the people, fundamental, say, Bibisa. That's your representatives. I mean, the people we represent in the house are affected. As I say, you to me, I can't want some. Now you're looking out for their welfare. Indiana, you're elected, and more so, sir, serving on the Foreign Affairs Committee. Now, so we are the leader of the minority on the Foreign Affairs Committee. As I said. Uya wejuma and so who abdicated and derelict in performing your functions. Na osha amanoninya since this outbreak of the novel coronavirus. First case I reported on the 31st of December 2019. Foreign committees across the world, health committees, leaders across the world are taking a very active stance. There's even been a global appeal for funds. World Health Organization, Afro leaders across the world say Omutuminya about $675 million. Almost say that's how much they will need. And $675 million. Wow. That's what the World Health Organization is saying they will need to just contain the virus. And no crano, just largely to do education and to see how they can support vulnerable nations across the world. And it's a global issue. And all leaders within the global committee of nations play a role. Now, the fact that World Health Organization had declared this a global health emergency. Sorry. And ideally, there ought to be a more global humanitarian response. We will look out for every citizen of the world as equals. But we must admit, sir, governments have a direct obligation to their nationals. Member nations of the United Nations, despite the fact that they belong to the United Nations, have not been waiting for what the United Nations will do and how the World Health Organization would necessarily rush to the rescue and save nationals. Countries have moved in to immediately evacuate more nationals. Meno Kasasi say the list continues to go on, and this is now very tall. We share the number of countries or more evacuated. Amongst the earliest countries was United States of America. Or more evacuated. Some of their diplomats. Kasasi say it's just a skeletal staff.
And the war, U.S. Embassy,
U.S. Embassy, or China. That is how far they went. That was not all. The initial 350 evacuations. China Wednesday, Omo announces another about 560 or more chrom. They are moving in to evacuate them. And that's how active the United States has been. South Korea evacuated 368, largely students. Japan evacuated 565. British and EU nationals, Omu charter flight back into 83 Brits and 27 EU staff. countries like Kazakhstan, Germany, Spain, Canada, Russia, Netherlands, France, Switzerland, Thailand, omunyana evacuate omu nationals. Over the African continent, Tunisia, Egypt, Mauritania, Kenya, and Libya. Yenyina yenim say the level of instability, multiple governments claiming various territories and all of that. Now so Libya are moving in to evacuate their nationals about China. Into Yekasa say there's an AU meeting going on, and I wonder how Ghana will be feeling, because within the AU, we are amongst the very few countries, very few countries. They say Zimbabwe, Lesotho. They have said, they have interacted with the Chinese government officials, and they have assured them that they can help protect their nationals, because they have indicated, Zimbabwe is going through a lot of economic difficulties, and they are really banging their hopes on the assurances, the diplomatic assurances they have received from China. I don't think that Ghana is in that category of nations. And even if you look at the plight of Zimbabwe now, I would have wished, the dreams of Kwame Nkrumah to have a strong African Union, to even have a standby army, a standby, emergency rescue system, will have helped us. Usha and EU were able to move in and they evacuated EU nationals. Unfortunately, the AU is not there yet. It's quite helpless. But you see member countries of the AU taking initiative, being proactive. Into about 2 weeks now, I have issued public statements on the floor of the House. I raised a couple of occasions. Last Friday, I made an application before the Speaker to get the foreign minister, the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, to be summoned to Parliament to respond to our urgent questions as to why Ghanaian nationals, particularly students of Wuhan, the Wuhan city, which is really the epicenter. A whole first case, report here. The death toll, the number of infected cases. 2 weeks ago, me throw my first statement and launched the first appeal. Now death toll was just about 213.
213. 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And the spread infected cases, confirmed cases, was just about 20,000.
About 20,000.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. But say the death toll has risen above 900. And according to confirmed cases, it's more than 40,100.
40,100
confirmed cases.
And we require the Chinese media AFD.
Fantastic point, because unim say information flow from China very controlled. Very China is still a largely closed, state. Until there are many who even doubt these official numbers, but let's go with it, because WHO, these are the numbers they are working with. Clearly, virus MPK. What kind of experts nature? They were hoping, about last week, virus ebe peak, and we'll begin to see a decline. But unfortunately, it's still going up. There's no indication peak. Indian countries are even first round from the various, epicenters, the most infected areas, are even now going back. To say United States are second round, Germany second round of evacuations, because they say are affecting mainland China, and it is just spreading totally out of control. And when you have a situation like this, fortunately for us in Ghana, unlike Germany, that at the time I first evacuation, one German had been they had a confirmed case. So far, checks are there's no indication, and indeed WHO records or more countries or more listed nationals who have been affected so far. Ghana and so this is the time. You don't want to wait for when there will even be one case, and we know how weak our systems are. How are you going to, and WHO protocols, no, it's not even advisable. They don't advise when there's a confirmed case, you will be evacuating because people. You put too many people at risk, or more with evacuation, the flight attendants, and all of those. Until they won't allow it. Until this is the best time to move in. You don't want to wait. Because kasa say many students no kasa they be the local NUCS president for the Wuhan chapter, Samson Opoku, we speak virtually every day, and they are really worried. They are traumatized. Initially, na omu hope. Omu say the embassy contacted them, said they should even write their names, bring their passports. Indicate they are prepared, because evacuation say it has to be voluntary, and virtually all of them, almost say more than 96%.
Baba Same, so we share the numbers I can and see ano, we say ADN spread it to mainland China. In the free Wuhan hono. And I hear say Wuhan hono kwan is also Ghanaian student in around by 170.
Exactly, 170.
So we share the whole of China. We are talking about 6,000 Ghanaian students. Other Ghanaians are not China or more than cry MI. And they say abaya say or qua approach never then you be day.
Young adaptive approach now, international community adaptive. You first move to the epicenter.
Okay. Maybe as Wuhan
Hono. That's what other countries are doing. Morocco last week say Omuko evacuated almost 150 students. Many ambassador no Kasai, we had a lunch meeting with her, and she said they went straight to Wuhan and evacuated all the students. That's what the international community is doing. Because Wuhan Hona very dangerous. It's situation now. And then we can also begin to assess. This is in US, Germany, or more assess it, and then considering probably a second evacuation effort. Because Ghana, you the capacity. Mekai say 2011, me survey on an emergency evacuation task force. Time and now Libya civil war in 2011, and Mekai said we were able to evacuate more than 16,800 Ghanaians.
16,000?
Yes. One of the highest evacuations are here. And we had the capacity, NADMUFO, working together with the IOM, Ministry of Interior for Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration for Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service. We have the capacity. We've done it before. And you see, let's acknowledge, sir, these are times that people know whether leadership whether we value their lives. Until we cannot just be silent and just decide say young active. Yembisa ya say anka a politician be MPB no call official assignment and waka wa Wuhan hwa. Would this be our approach? And baby wa hwa. Would this be our approach? And ordinary folks are when they call you, the students on the phone, it's really traumatizing. It takes a toll on you, and you can imagine what they themselves are going through. At same way, see your embassy, almost 50,000 RMB, which comes about $4,200.
$4,200.
Yes, for the 170 students.
Wuhan.
Yeah, Wuhan.
$4,200.
Yes, $4,200. Say, Omofa taught the face nose masks and other protective equipment, supplies, and all that. Almost say Sasi cannot. They've run out, and
after that, Sasi can call Iskabia
and Kobium. Omoankasa NUCS for no mobilize another 50,000 RMB according from their dues and the source. And I know they are listening. They will confirm all these figures. And that has also run out. It's a desperate situation, very desperate situation. Almost a Yebisa Omukra say, if they are evacuated, would they be in a position to, when matters are resolved, if the coronavirus is finally fought and defeated now, would they be in a position to fly back on their own accord, on their own resources back to China? Almost say they don't mind. They would. The only problem, because as at now, no, and here, how they will survive is what is more important. They have met every, submitted their passports, written their names, and continue to appeal Omachro several letters upon letters to the embassy. And last Friday, me raised the matter on the floor of Parliament. The Honorable Majority Leader responds and he said, Omo invite Ambassador War China, Obechia Omo. And Oka said they have sent one official there to assess the situation, and they don't think that for now, not there. There's the crisis level. As I say, you evacuate. And to say you drew then my application for the foreign minister to come to the house to respond to the urgent matter of evacuation will then be considered. And I was very worried because we are still pussyfooting. Time yesterday, evacuate. And we share your capacity as a country too. When you don't go in quickly, and you don't also just go in, as I said, we apply. As I speak to you, Australia, for example, second application, pending before the Chinese authorities. They must give you the green light. And all of that. Yes. You need to meet all of these things. And time is of essence. You need to show urgency. Honestly, the handling of this matter, no,
so maybe we hear from the students directly. Na yehu trauma omo FM said ya waka so mo ni udi nkomo a unya sa feeling no. Philip Arthur immediate past NUC's president ewo China Wuhan chapter ono so ewo the epicenter said the honorable can be a first case ya report here ewo China Wuhan. Philip Arthur oti yenka ekosi sensu ne yema kwaba
mepacho major so
na minim se we memu sasa apomu ya ba apomu ye de
sisi ade nyamiadom ye hoye aban ye China so ba fire besi
Ghana for I mean start with students Ghana for mo ye school for e Wuhan mo ye saying
Ghanaians in Wuhan sisi amena ukaseno your platform yina ye also na it is a national identification card no ebi ma ye bi ebi munye bi omo munye bi no so an interest omo nya Ghana for nanso on our platform here it was no at the moment in the year 325 imagine say omo mpese omo be associate omo ho with Ghanaians sankofo no so wo yi ni mo number but say family what platform no so dia sisi amino ka say 325
and I'm a patch 325 no munyina mu ye students
for sure I can't say yina ye students but adwumayefo a omo mu no there's 5 omo kra no omo ye omo a omo we school dan sen a ebi omo pese omo ye adwuma afi ba ko bi ansana omo ba fie
and yenim say evacuations of this nature na ya voluntary into your buying intimi enforce obi say omra by force. Is it the case 325 are more sa platform ni so no obi are willing to come back
325 na your platform you na ya no addition your voice your one which is evacuation now. And yes, you can some crown here. Young Kohun here is in Chicano. In the in now, I know you're back. Okay. Yes, I can say evacuation now.
Sisia, you know what I say, or hin, I want to hear say.
Sisia, I know what I say, Miss Amedem. Ubi any in Chinese, you know, may give me no smart, and I know what I say. No roommate, send me roommate in your back, and was some no smart, and I can't tell me. Because we didn't be free back. Na yemfa say me roommate into no only yare ni bi. Na obekasa commissioner so yare ni bi na me nkata me hne a. Immediately me so manya yare ni bi.
O roommate ni ye Ghana ni. O ye Ghana ni.
Me roommate ni ye Ghana ni. O ye Ghana ni pa.
Enti what shed them for how long a wumpie nko baby a?
At the moment, you know, you shed them for almost 20 to 21 days. Yanko baby
20 to 21
because one transportation services in Yejuma, flights in Yejuma, supermarkets ya tutum, shops ya tutum, pharmacies ya tutum. Na senka Wuhan city no krana senka nye in a lockdown. Na nka ya ankasa ye ni sikampo anka ya ofo ama yisika ma ye tra ticket krama ya befi. Nanso Wuhan ha say no. Chinese abansa nsa na obefi Wuhan no. This a corona office by no. Omo ban any Chinese aban akasa ansa na ye jao ama ofi krom hako. You see, I mean, almost all the East and North African countries, no, I'm buying about the form. Na Ghana, ya buy dinner, oh, ye. Na opese ye wu, and son, opese ye mubi, and answer opese ye mubi, and ya yarena, and son, or about the fire. And no, they are some ye isa abino. Your health minister can send ya, yam fano boko kra. Na ya papa say, when the need be. Omba be evacuate. Now you perceive this time papa say time then the need will be. Is it when some of us will be affected or some of us are dead? Now Oma kwako boy ye bush your phones ye bush your voice on pensa when be omo me fa yembeji. Now the special advisor to the president on health. So Kasha and say I'm also not some more kind of yentia say Dr. Anthony in Fiansa. Now or say flight cry entini emba krom ha say entini say ehoko hia oma be fine e pese e bisa papa say Mauritius, foreign Mauritania, Indonesia, Egypt, Morocco, Bangladesh, India, Canada, Germany, UK, all those countries no mukono omo ye free Wuhan ha ne copy omo krom ana e ya ban na be evacuate omo ko nti asama honorable Dr. Anthony Siaso can Dr. Baby Sarkodia so can say who come here or be free. In fact, in summer, young papa no bimo cow fieno. So you take not Yabama Pussy, hey, I am paying for your junior and pioneer. And me and summer a day I know you can and
where mun I and summer what to say or more cow radio so me boy.
Never trying.
Okay, my main share any yanyan say the spread no a spread out of Wuhan ako mainland China. Enti meaning say money mo other colleague student or other provinces ninsu edin komo or monsu or that same feeling say aban eme evacuate one ana.
Actually yare started you know. I have seen a yare started and you know yeah, city, no, it was in a lockdown. Other cities, needed na omoye free a edemo tini to tomoniama and all that. Internet edemo cry a huntino omu try take it in term and fee. But Siciano, it is a national problem. All universities crying, they are in a lockdown. Some of the students in other provinces crying, omu cry person omu fee. Na Wuhan city no we are in Hubei province. Now Hubei province no mix your chapters me and Hubei province. Now okay can na boom cry here go 500. And I have na yare start here no. Into you now perform other province cry no. Edumu so mo person mo be fi. And no more kwan mo musica so much tickets no mo so na be fi. Na ye tete ofie kra say ya ye ba no and ye be yare ne ba Ghana na eno so na ya so na ha ye pa because the WHO man say na ye nim say omo be evacuate omo be quarantine for 14 days no yare no so by 14 days na eyi ne ho adi eni nti no say you been for yare na you can the best people to come to Ghana because we will be quarantined. Na yembisa ye ho say omo ba Ghana from China every now and then no say enelo nya yare na enyi ne ho adi because after 7 to 14 days that is when your immune system is strong on Asempa FM and you say me see free ewiem shame plane mu na say o check me temperature okutuka na o jama me kwa me see plane mu na me see for my work academy if you check me temperature you okay no jama ma me ko enti e bia minya yare no in on the first day and my baby do Ghana enyi ni hwadi nti we jama me ko nti e ko 14 days na me do fie Actually, my bush and for a party. I can't sorry, no makoboa, no my year in Yamabia. That is a more baby now, when you are in Omoka young quarantine or more. Now, yeah, I buy the field of quarantine, you know. I buy say, yeah, the Yaraneba. Yaraba.
Okay, I don't think so officially. Maybe I don't think so officially. I buy a more the yare air, but a commentary be more air. And I understand the reaction if free more ever. But now me person me boost as me say. Wakasa wash them for almost 21 days. And who said they did?
Just as I said initially, we slept, woke up, and then we realized that the city was in a lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Nema Kaka, you know. And 1 year survival on. So you'll be out did it 3 times a day. This year also we did it once a day. Now once a day, no decaps a more cap you know. I was to say I would decap back because one cemetery caswa not a shop so what caswa na ya tutuma de ba malam junction na ya tutuma. Ebi a better no na ye be supermarket be o kaneshi. Na ka nyejuma. She management to notice me from Kaswa, na me copy our Kaneshi. Na makoto ne man me we are no masan you from Kaneshi basic Kaswa. Na no is it possible? Me to 19 free Kaswa and ko Kaneshi. Na me nya obi moto kra me de be kono. Me do Kaneshi or na mo ye not Kaneshi ni odoko for no na no. O makofo me ma no kra ma nyama no ko. And you know it is so difficult for us to really feed. And yes, you need to go. She can't hear. Now, so why not AP? Aquacotom in your man, our himfa. The fear and the anxiety and the panic and the emotional trauma now, you must be cry air come no. When you see our boy home cry now, young crash so say, Philip Mania, you really diana. Because you see, on your winter season, in our winter, so no, once it comes with flu and cough and those things. Those are also some of the symptoms of Yariano. Into put us a cold cry up or young crashes when you're Yaridiana.
My main friend came so more I share on Facebook. If you want to see how people are living in Wuhan province, not just say now when we are on okay, and 2% uhu in Facebook page a live streaming ubehu Wuhan how a man for address here the name Chrome and all of that. Philip Arthur ni any din komo Philip Arthur immediate past president for nukes China Wuhan chapter any no edi enkomo ye kase yo shedem watimi ayi ne mask and on ye kasent he tells us say wa shedem for the past 21 days umpie nko bia Philip inti nuane kakra wo dem no say esa unim bia wo next meal e fiba
ye nim bia mo e be free beba and let say bia man na eto free so universities are ye wo mu no o ma boa ye pa na ebi mo ha na o ma bre ye duane kakra Ibu hana oma brain she do anoma brain nose max. Na ehunu krane say eduane na omodi bro no. What if dia nipa no ye eduane no kra na owo yare ni bi. Na omodi eduane na bro say be ozo comedy unti no. Internal so wadi. Eno ko itini ma onya yare ni bi. Na yare ni say ayehu because say me bowa egu krata so na so den safa krata no so now they prepare wenima. Yare no when you
hey
so said you me na mabontina say bia obia tintesio kunsium na bia me de me na akofa ase na me sempobo makotie pensio ni na bia madasra wo dem na waku ufi adwaya ba na wo nhye mpaboa na utie ma yare no when you
hey na sanity
yare no the thing is it is strange for you to and it is easily for you to contract yare no. One day, me kwache bebre. One day, chem ya wukwade nipa 24,000 and over in a nya yare ni bi. Thursday, nipa 28,000 and over. Friday, nipa 31,000 and over. Saturday, nipa 34,000 and over. And now Sunday, nipa 37,000 and over. And net a Jordan Minokase, nipa 40,000 and over. And that means every day, no. It is over 3,000. Wednesday nipa 493 na ewu. Ya waga nipa 565. Efiada nipa 638. Memenda nipa 724. Enra Kosiara nipa 815. And na Ejuada Mnoka say nipa 910. And then Mr. Trust say more than 70 people die every day. Now you can see this about say. Now Fabio saying ka omo bedi na waha in can tell omo kan omo petition say we should be evacuated. And we've done everything we can. But still, because abayin person obeti esufre kra, and you hu the abayin person try. Say abayin the fire, abayin early statement. Me me famonafi atu ye ni nyame. But and then I have a story. The next day I have a story. Asene said you mu bi sananso ye nsosa. Asa omode ya dwuni di agro no. Ye nti abayin ase.
And Philip, from the awo can say eyade anka wo any other province anka wa wo sika ubetimi atwa ticket aba back to Ghana. But because Wuhan anka wa be fie dada. Wuhan is on lockdown inti wo sika kura wuntimi mpie ntu kwan go ba bia. Age say wa ban
me
ba cho inti aduane a wo room sisi a ne betima survive for how many days?
Aduane ne de eating habits no asesa. Because you see, I mean, Shani, Akami, just me crocro one, maybe now what you are saying, now what you may be nebessa. Maybe I make as a madam for be so up as oh, Philip, ready and watching me power, Medianiasa. Now, mammy, a mock up back. No, think as a man, no go down order. Nama said, Yama, not as a media no crown echo from. Because I'm ready by me cry, and I'm in a crime, you need to make a G will give her. Into the city Bob Wire, now you say, you because consider Ben. Consider Ben.
It is a word you and our honest Sassia, mo obeding.
This year, no monsieur, Nayada. Me a be I had to say, shop be a day. Now you be nothing, Dimitaki, near Quacotobi. As a shop be I and Beria, or my dear, now you say, it's not a comqueen.
Ghana embassy war China no abremo and as mo bremo supplies ana
Ghana embassy ebre sika na sika na omode baye no the person will make a correction. They brought the money to procure medical equipment. Oman kasi embassy no ko to diane medical equipment ben ami patri nose masks, sanitizers, soaps, and all that. Because the surgical mask now you use, which is about 2 to 3 hours, not I expire, also within a day, 2 hours, no one sano, no one 2 hours, no one sano, no one sano, and yes, I said, will be not say, only be not say 2 hours, as soon as also son, and no one sana, may boa those mask, and also because mask now, I expire. But if you cannot buy, I'm saying from procure medical equipment. But the question I'm person me bisa buying is say, she cannot buy, have they even called to find out say, much me procure medical equipment nah. She cannot go to the house. I didn't hear because why na AP obiasuru na opia or call him because on to me no akopie. The deal being about the trip because transport services is not working. Into when the API here, abroad, will be actually sending them. Okay, almost $50,000 cry. You perceive this about say,
And for now, the only thing I be satisfy more and more honor is an immediate evacuation back to Ghana.
Immediate evacuation now. That's it, no.
Now we can say, Sisi, I only can say where you mask and about say, roommate no a bapa, and was a roommate no coin.
Meaning, baby, our concert, and also me take Coco or Bob Prunumpe, America, no matter and nose max.
No, you know to me, P.
Upia, not to say, be on the veranda, no so keke. Maybe our browser, they move you in the veranda, no so. But ultimately be outside the campus. And the danger is that some of the medical universities Ghana fully be woman. In a span of 9 days, Chinese are by a Kukru hospital Kashia Paris Wuhan say almost treating coronavirus patients. The virus is treatable but it's not curable at the moment. Into some of the medical universities in Ghana, they've been turned into the virus treatment centers. Ghanaians only be cry our such universities. It is all simple to hey, school no more crana treatment for virus and no crana who may want to move crana.
Mua Wuhan no mumu bebre na ye government scholarship na mo de wo ho meboa.
More government scholarship. For the government scholarship, you what Chinese are buying government scholarship, which is the CSC.
Okay.
And you what the ministry scholarship are more so. Now, more fee paying students, is about 60% of our population.
60%.
60%
of my population the war on scholarship.
And in scholarship.
And we fee paying more mutual fees.
Yes, and good. And some of the universities, the universities also give scholarships to students. In 40% now, about 10% on the MOFCOM scholarship, about 10% on CSE, on 10% on the school's scholarship, which is the university scholarship. The rest need a fee paying phone call.
We are medicine, Anna.
Never thought they'd be me accounting student.
Oh, accounting. Into a postgraduate program now, we are
my postgraduate program.
It is how your PhD.
At the moment, Nami Juma Kakran,
Ansana Wabefie. Okay. And where we postgraduate program, I say we stay around Kakran Sana Wabefie.
That's all right.
Wow. That's really interesting. And what they are the best share money say mon cost one share here. And for now, no, there has not been any confirmed case of a Ghanaian on.
At the moment, there hasn't been any confirmed case because all the Ghanaians are in their dormitories, and for the number of days we've been in a lockdown, it's more than the number of days I was a virus in and Ghana Nibia Suniwa were exhibiting symptoms of the virus. And so at the moment, the Ghana Nibia are infected.
Not just in Wuhan, but across China.
Yeah, the whole of China. We are always in contact with other executives in other provinces. And Ubia Niha Wanya Yarenibi at the moment.
And as you see, no, Munim timer or more that's your student or Munim timer schools baby.
She see I'm no because Nanka was say school nibi February a year and a Joada. But at the moment, it is indefinite until be any time Obako Ejuma and I say school crab baby. Until most of the universities have started online classes because Omokra school authorities Omunim Emra Chinese are buying every more conscious see and Yareno performance Mumbai school.
Wow. Philip Arthur, my Senayan fancy. Just be on standby. BBNia, your best science on the wedding comobio. Why? But Mama Modern Amonsha Mohunsu, my why? We need all of you alive. Yeah, say, Papa. And Philip Arthur, great. Immediate past president for Nukes, China. Wuhan chapter na or no any president of the National Union of Ghana Students what China Wuhan chapter and I'm going to say any aiding come Don 2 Don 2 say I came just 3 weeks ago. My school Jiangsu University has been locked down not knowing when we would reopen. Jiangsu University don't two ewo poko ase se wabefie enti de wo ho eno ne for mo afi na mo de mafidie no ato ha de higher sempa fm ko see say no wasogu so awutie 7 minutes after 4 many the honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa MP for North Tongue constituency ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee in Edin Komo and in conversation are center on coronavirus outbreak about China and effects around the world. Ghana for ku school or more ete ho say aban enhwe mefa won free because nioma any ya yenyan and Philip Arthur abiebie nioma ni so kakra e de atren. Sami we are surprised anything I watch from Philip CCR.
I mean, just increasingly troubled. I mean, humpa we share the cause war and I also was confirming something in my cultural earlier. Bibia SSA acted urgently. Na my name say Ebia statement Director of Public Health of the Ghana Health Service. Me was story no
okay.
Coronavirus Public Health Director warns against evacuating Ghanaian students in China. My name say a statement when buying person Omudiye Juma. Say the Director of Public Health for the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Bedusa Kodie, has advised against evacuating Ghanaian students in Wuhan, China, following the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. On the City Breakfast Show, he noted that this will be in line with some recommendations of the World Health Organization. I mean, statement where we a public officer, you see, we need a principle, and that is a principle many countries work with.
Yeah.
And they say they don't leave anybody behind. It is a wako war. Now one of your soldiers is wounded and you just leave him at the battlefield. You don't do that. In such statements, World Health Organization omuwo evacuation protocols which all other countries are following. Almost say who person evacuate to nationals ekwan wo ho. Any kind they advise against, if you like, unguarded evacuations and follow protocols. But ubeye evacuation now almost say these are the protocols. First of all, identify the people, run checks to be sure say there is no confirmation of the cases. Evacuate omo bedru umaya, don't allow them to integrate in your system. Don't just leave them to go home.
Okay.
And create an isolation center. Then making sure say they'll be under quarantine for not less than 21
days.
And other countries are following that. Other countries, Usha Africa, the African countries of Maya evacuation, Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, Libya, Mauritania, Kenya, Tunisia, Mauritius, and Seychelles. Omunyana follow the WHO evacuation protocols. There can be no excuse. And I like the point the student leader made. Very fantastic point. Say, if we are saying, like the point that Dr. Bedusa Kodie made, say, we may not have the capacity to deal with the situation. As we speak, apart from the United States of America and a few other countries or more imposing flight bans from China into their country. Ghana is not in that category.
And it's still flight free China back.
Flight free China airba. Debia. And we say that we are doing screening at the airport. Omoba young quarantine omo. We don't take them to any isolation center. But these students, when they come, we will follow the WHO protocols. Make sure, say, even before they have evacuated, run tests. Omo bedrua, run tests. By isolate omo and all of that. And we will diligently follow the protocols. Which one is more dangerous to our health system, to even a threat to, as it were, spreading the novel coronavirus? I mean, a lot of the excuses are officialdom, especially the one from the health service, and you're convincing. And now, it's only a few African countries who are not acting. even I mean countries like Pakistan or very loyal to China. Initially Omuka say they trust China, they believe China can handle the situation. They have and they were amongst the first countries sending aid to China to help them manage the situation.
Dr. Bedusa Akwadiaba Homaneso.
Fantastic.
And menini bedin komona mashe if listening to the Ghanaian students speak, no say biafe omonya a change of mind. Dr. Bedusa Akwadiaba, Director of Public Health at Ghana Health Service. Doc, yamwakwa be kosi saying so ya pomu ye
me just so me for you now.
For eje so students ni bi ene won di come from China ni chiremu a omo shed them for 2021 days. Food supplies from one san omo nim where next omo duane efi eba. Do we still insist say ye di omo ba omo pose great risk ema yen wo man yemu?
Earlier delivery from the one who just spoke before.
Yeah, Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa.
Yes. I did not indicate the capacity and the need for China suggested a risky and I mentioned clearly WHO indication is as much as possible mass evacuation should be discouraged. One, as much as possible we gave options. Whilst it is risky, two things. The government of Ghana, the needed support beyond what the government of China is giving to the residents and after Ghanaian students, it will be better our children over there now or more affected area. It's not just China. We are talking about people at the affected area, Hubei province.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mentioned. Nobody should quote me wrong. Say because we need capacity or I did not. I never said that anyway.
Yeah, because that's what online reports maybe now, and you might have to probably issue a disclaimer. Own cancer. And
the idea is say yes, the capacity na yeni empty and yeah, but there's a big risk. People coming from the affected area, the risk is real. And as much as possible, while the risk is there, we have to go in for the best option. If the government will provide the needed support in excess of what the Chinese government has provided, then it will be better they stay there. On the other hand, if it becomes necessary for the students to be sent to Ghana, we have to put in the necessary arrangement. That's what I mentioned. I don't know why people are disputing.
Okay. In the CCR, are necessary? Say, I was here, must do a nebana.
It depends on the situation with the students at that place, and that has to be assessed by Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the ambassador Ghana ambassador in China, the Ministry of Health, and all the respective sectors, the leadership, ministry to decide on the situation there. And we need to have clear, informed situation whether the students there, what do they need, and if it's being provided. If we are providing their needs, I don't see a double question there. For now, maybe the learning and teaching is challenged. And now, what are they doing? If they needed additional support, then obviously it's not good to see them there. But then, if the government is providing the needed support for them, the suggestion is at best they have to stay there.
But the other
That's
point,
what I believe it.
Okay, the other point, and it's even when we think, because whether we like it or not, are we bringing evacuating all of them? A risk, Ghana, you're banning a flight from China, and there are flights from China coming in almost every day. Omoba, we just screen them at the port. They test negative. Ni ama omo echo. By any means, so say yare ube symptoms Nepal just after 21 days of you contracting the virus. It's very likely say once yemfa omo efi China by quite isolated place, obi will be no Drew Airport, no within 21 days. Ebiana ye ain't mienu no dia na ye riskier.
I'm saying next flight, those people are not people at the other area beyond the mainland. Even within the Chinese governance, there is an area they have cordoned off. And that is the area you are talking about, not any other area in China. That area where, even within China, they say nobody should enter or leave. That is the area you are talking about. I'm talking about.
No, but from the latest report, I saw Kano, Adiana is spread very fast, even through mainland China. Inti ye can confirmed affected cases. No, yeah. In excess of 41,000. Inti, you're just confined to Wuhan.
Most of the cases, about 90%, and most of the deaths, are Hubei area. Hubei province. We are also monitoring very closely.
And for you, no.
And see, those are the Hubei province, no. And I yet discuss it for now.
And for you, any other passenger coming from any other part of China, no, imposes risk. Papa, so be free Hubei, but that's your point.
As much as possible, Ghana has not indicated, say, there should, as much as we are advising against movement to China, the most riskier area now is the Hubei province.
And a hundred say obi free hall ban and what's here very, very sure. By any other part of China there we can allow, right?
That is the most risky place.
And for now, more professionals, more steady situation, no, move follow situation in China closely. Would you recommend, say, Ghana for ne Hubei province, especially Wuhan, no, abayin enkofa womra? Because that is what they are calling for.
We have made earlier delivery. The World Health Organization recommendation, and that is what we based on, and also assessing based on the technical expertise that we do have. For every outbreak from the epicenter, where the risk is higher, every movement from that area is a risk.
No, but the point is
because based on this risk, you know, and yes, suggested if these students will have the needed support, they have to be encouraged to stay there. That's what we put out there.
Yeah, but that needed support, no, unfortunately, because only students didn't come. Almost apart from $4,200 a free embassy in our core for.
Have you gone to the ministry? Have you gone to the embassy? Have you gone to foreign affairs?
I've spoken to the student leadership.
No, well,
I don't think they would want to lie about this for anything.
Nobody's talking about lies. Yeah. Please, let's select the words carefully. No, let's not use such words.
Why did you recommend some ministry in any embassy in Kasa?
Yes, foreign ministry, the ambassador to this. Let's also talk to them. They'll give you their version.
Their version, which will be, say, apart
and
from.
That is why we have these people credible and placed over there to be an intercede on behalf of the people of Ghana in those areas.
Okay, I think it's fair. It's fair, sir. I was here near more unsu edin
exactly.
But the student tell us, me bacho student na mayate say sika buy initially for medical supplies, no. No asa because oshe face masks now after 2 days be expire was out of fro, and even for them, no, so buy a brew $1 million kra. And then because they can still not go out to buy some of these things, they still want to be evacuated.
That is their wish. But then let's discuss and find out the best. And this is part of the discussion. My submission is that if these people could be given the needed support, then we recommend that they stay there. That is my recommendation.
Ghana for now, a Chinese flight so air from other part of China. No mudru ha
we do screening, and there is a package of screening. You've discussed with your station several times.
And they say, yeah, screen in new year, and panic testing negative, and yeah, more.
At the moment, that is the guideline we are using, and that is the international standard that we have also adapted.
Baba, sir, from what we are hearing, from readings, say, who contracted virus now, just after 21 days and some symptoms, naba, you bet me, and who's in Nipan will be an only be an
This is known to us, and that is why the surveillance structure interiorly is also functioning and being enhanced.
Surveillance structure, meaning says a Nipano, every screen in Hokwa, still I'm money dinechi.
Let's not extend this. I have explained to you, we have a national surveillance apparatus, and it's in function.
Okay, but o recommendation says you bet me any supplies or muhiana or China, you recommend so among kahono. Support, sorry. You benya support now you recommend so among kahono adentia.
I mentioned earlier for every outbreak, movement out of the epicenter. I think let's put what we are saying in context and not take bits of it. For every outbreak, I have made a delivery. This is about third time I'm saying this. Every movement to another area is a risk.
Now, what of the other countries are evacuating among call for? No?
That is what they have decided based on the discussions how more higher over time. But then probably they think that it's better for them than providing the support for the people to stay there.
Okay, Doc, my mention I
am. So let me sum up again.
No problem.
I think there may be misquotation. I have indicated and very clearly for every outbreak, movement out of epicenter is a big risk. And as much as possible, if we could provide the people out there, Ghanaians, other students, or any whatever they are doing, if you can provide them with the needed support beyond the regular support that the government of China is providing to enable their stay there, be more comfortable, and help them to live there without much stress and difficulty. The recommendation is that they should stay out there. They should stay there. Should it happen that this cannot be done, then you can think about other options, and evacuation is possible part of it. We would need to make the necessary preparations and come out with a plan to receive them. But then the first option and the best of options, which the WHO has recommended, is that we have to think carefully and not to encourage any mass evacuation.
Asempa FM.
Wow. And at our point of entry, Metraya in airport near Adeno, frontline staff, no training, no makum, risk allowances being
I think we are stretching the argument. You dilute it and confuse it. Let's stay focused.
Oh no. For so we apart from student, what I answer your Ghana and your entry point no should be secure. And me busa what's the structure there at our port. And only question me busa.
Some media people have even gone to the airport to inspect what is happening. And what we are doing, we say we are doing enhanced screening.
Okay. Mate, Mr. Bedusa, Dr. Bedusa, my fancy, be any about Hobio. Why?
That's it.
Yes, that's a pan, or Director of Public Health, Ghana Health Service, 26 after 4. You could see saying Sunny. Honorable.
Honestly, in all sincerity, I'm not impressed. May according all the respect, this is nothing to do with his person, but advice now yeah taken and yeah proactive position now we're adapting it does not address the fundamental issues. Utiena clear say it's even been a while since they touch base with the students or kase yane ambassador and Kasa, the foreign ministry and Kasa and all of that. Or say they will pose risk if we evacuate them. One culture, risk to who? Is it risk to themselves? Risk to those in China? And risk to Ghana for it's not clear. That risk now, you're so worried about, say when there are such outbreaks, you don't recommend evacuations. It's risky. To who? The risk is to who?
Is it to WHO recommendation?
Yeah. I mean, WHO was just urging calm. Say, am I in panic? And you can understand because in such situation, if there's general panic and I will be locking the borders, closing down the borders, even sometimes the extending support, because now WHO for Ankasa they needed to send in experts to find out, because nobody knew initially. The doctor who has even died, may he so recently, who was the first to break that, he even thought it was SARS, some kind of SARS. But it turned out after WHO experts and others went into, if at the time all flights were grounded, experts could not even have gone into China to assess the situation. Into such general statements, urging calm and all of that. Anka WHO, say there should be no evacuation at all. They will have stated it categorically, and they would not have published evacuation protocols. Evacuation protocols have been published. And as we speak, I told you, countries cry almost second round. United States of America, the initial 350 or more evacuate here. Omuko second round. Ochina. Omuko second round between tomorrow and Wednesday. They have published it. All these things I'm raising are online. I mean, Australia, second round of evacuations. Germany, second round. Britain, second round of evacuations. So evacuations have not ceased. They have not stopped. Initially, some of these countries focus on the epicenter. As the spread has occurred across mainland China, they are even evacuating from other territories,
other provinces,
and making sure, even diplomats are protected. As we speak, so far as Raki Member Foreign Affairs Committee, to protect our diplomats beyond even students, to protect our national. A lot of traders move from here to China to buy wares and come and trade. What is the strategy for all of those who are under lockdown? And as I speak to you, Minia, Endro Najuna na student Nibi, Osimami Boni Din and all, because it's a very sensitive. This Omu receiving briefings from school authorities. This is briefing 8. February 2020, all units. In order to further unblock the information and do a good job in preventing and controlling the epidemic situation in our school, please consult the higher authorities for their consent. From now on, the epidemic situation in our school will be reported in a certain range. Every single person can inform teachers and students through QQ and WeChat working group. We remind everyone to be more vigilant, do self-protection, and guide teachers and students to further cooperate to do the relevant work. However, this notice is not allowed to be posted on the WeChat official account. WeChat friends or WeChat, please remind all teachers and students to abide by it. 2 cases were treated, 4 suspected cases were excluded, and 4 cases were released from quarantine. Up to 12 noon on February 8, 2020, there are 74 confirmed cases in our university. Among them, 20 students, in-service staff of 21 cases, 33 retired staff in the confirmed cases. 20 cases were diagnosed on campus. The cumulative cure leaves hospital 7 examples. I don't even understand some of that. But when you receive a notice like this, imagine, say you are in this university as a student. Now, Yakajo says so far 74 cases confirmed in your university. We are saying, it is advisable, Yenja Omuwoho.
My friend Godfred Akotoboa for Echo School of China, and he's been in touch with some of the Ghanaian students. WhatsApp chat or they are sending me a Ghanaian student there said, Charlie, it's scary. Now the police are in town checking temperature. The problem is the possibility of an unrelated fever being mistaken for corona and being mixed with other infected patients. And I'll say, and that's during quarantine, and that is why I left into Waba. Also, the psychological effect cry is not easy. You get scared when you have small temperature. And he makes other point very, very interesting. But it tells you the situation as students need to film. But Dr. Sarkodie, raises the point, sir. Two, sir, Osha, in such situations, the epicenter, you should be a bit cautious how I'll be evacuation out of the epicenter, and that's why I am far ban into flights from China, because Chinese authorities now are cordon off some provinces from the rest of China, and only Hubei province, and you know, advice say you're a bit cautious in evacuating people from the epicenter, and outside of the epicenter, yes, other Ghanaians say we're outside of Hubei, a bit to me, Abba, who say a good professional advice, or they Ghana by.
Oh, I mean, omuno professionals. However, professional advice, with all due respect, as I said, very sound. As I said, convincing. So far, reading now on this matter across, with all due respect and with all reverence to him as a professional. I've heard of other health professionals, other public health experts, not only from Ghana, but across the world, are almost contrary advice. And I am inclined to take this. They sound more convincing to me. Breaking news, what Britain say, and people can Google, can check. 4 additional Brits have been confirmed to have the virus, and they were not from Hubei. And the matter has spread. President Xi Jinping, he just addressed the nation. Oka said he will fight coronavirus. He will not allow coronavirus to defeat him. That they will win the fight. And this is a major issue, and to the extent, you have even the Foreign Office in China criticizing the United States of America, say more overreacting, that they were the first country to evacuate and to prevent flights from to and fro China and all of that, criticizing President Trump, and when himself already they have the raging trade wars and all of that, compounding matters. And you see most countries, being cautious, and it's better to be cautious than to be sorry. I don't know what we lose. I will say, send this support. Support. No, there is no risk in sending the support. When they be coho, flight bena yabefa this support the alcohol. Already, students most of the shops have been closed down, and nose masks na yama musika sell monkotono. Because of how many times you must use them in a day, they've run out. I, at the personal level, was trying to even send them last week, send them some money, a minority, and mobilize it. But it's been difficult to do the transactions because of the lockdown. A lot of the banks are not working all of that. There are real difficulties. Honestly, I am not convinced. This approach appears to be leaving a wounded soldier on the battle lines and leaving people behind. We must return to the principle of leaving no one behind, being camaraderie, being patriots, making sure, no matter what happens, we will look out for our own. Because any fault, service, our students know more Hubei province and then China generally, they will come back and help our country to develop. Philip, a brilliant student, an accountant, some are doing medicine, some are offering all kinds of programs. They will come and help this country move forward. Nobody is in China just idling or just, engaging pussyfooting and media Jensen or support, and they don't even tell what kind of support. They don't tell you when the support to go, how the support will be sent, and they say it's risky, but you are not told exactly what is the risk and all of that. Media, honestly, as a parliamentarian who engages the professionals, we always invite them to committee and listen to them and expect them to convince us. No, I mean, honestly, I'm not convinced. I wonder how many listeners will find these excuses convincing. Anka, the case say, oh, they all can. That is the norm. That is what most countries are doing. Then we can we can begin to probably appreciate that. But Ghana is an outlier. We are amongst few countries, even very poor countries. To say Uzbekistan, to say Kazakhstan, Libya. So what could be the excuse? What excuse do we have really? What justification do we have to just abandon our nationals as we are doing? I'm not convinced. So support now, when are we sending the support? And who is sending the support? In any case, this whole evacuation, Ababaye business. There were chartered flights. Yeah. They are certified. They have the experts or more to me here, and countries are even sharing. I think the flights that the South Koreans use, that's what is the same the Australians are using. We can engage them, so that they have the expertise in following the WHO protocols and get them to do same. And I believe, sir, and no cry less risky than say will be on sending support, because on top PPEs and nose masks and sanitizers and other equipment or whatever, to send them to Hubei province, to Wuhan, and all of that. Who are we going to send? Media, when you compare the risks involved, and the fact say time is of the essence, because as we speak, at least we check all the international portals, no Ghanaian case has been confirmed. This is the time to act. As we speak, most of the universities are reporting their first cases, and the cases are going up and all of that. They are living with the students under lockdown. Very dangerous. You move in, evacuate your nationals. That is what you do in situations like this. And that's what most countries from South Korea, Japan, Britain, Kazakhstan, Germany, Spain, US, Canada, Netherlands, France, Switzerland, Thailand, Philippines, that's what they are all doing. That's what they are doing.
My main kind message is near fancy. Na yen trust me say lawyer Andre Japamesa Ababe Kayan. I share name say lawyer Sami Jenfeba Bekayan Honafe. Address the other issues on our table. And the many honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa and Edin Komo and on this coronavirus outbreak in China. But there are some few messages na fe Yeja honorable Quine Yatwaso. Wait a good afternoon, Obi. I trust you're doing well. Coronavirus. Have we also considered that this virus could be a trial from some of the international companies? Obi, I don't want to mention any company's name, but it's something that can happen. The world, and for that matter, Ghana must think fast. Do you remember how it took what it took to develop genes as far as GMO is concerned? Obi so the this year ba nana sapon engaging in some conspiracy theories there. We say, Obi, I'm disappointed in the doctor who spoke to you. What he should resign really and be in private practice if he finds public office unattractive. His submission and posturing was annoying, answering questions as if he must be begged before he talks. Anthony Nukpenu, they are ba enono. Wayfree Don Pino in Malam. Obi, I'm so sad listening to our brother in China, and I would plead with my own government as a matter of urgency to evacuate all our students in China and diligently subject them to WHO protocols with regards to similar evacuations. But I would advise Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa not to politicize it. But so far, the meaning is we're a national issue. Farouk in Tema says, Obi, my friend who is on
Everybody knows you.
Also, my friend who is on government scholarship admits being locked down in their hostels, but assured me they are safe. I am sure government is assessing the situation to make sure our students stay safe. And Obi, how is the guy still a student leader when he's completed and working? I saw a former immediate past president for nukes, China.
Current one, Samson Opoku.
We'll
he handed over to Samson Opoku.
Okay, we'll see about that. But Farouk Intema, that's for your information. This one says, okay, into DIB Ku Ishmael, also a WAO traffic light. Obi, well, Dr. Bedusa Akwadie be making such a call. Okay, that's getting personal. But we say, Obi, I'm in touch with one of the students, and it's not easy for them at all. I am really disappointed with the doctor you spoke with. We need to evacuate not only students, but all Ghanaians. Okay. We say, Obi, it appears those at the helm of affairs do not value the lives of our students in China. The attitude tell you why we are still marking time. We love to be in a reactive mood more than being proactive. I hope you are aware that ACSIS issued a health alert 2 days before the ministry came out with a statement. Why should that be so? I fully support the evacuation of students as soon as practicable. We say, okay, is it BOT, the foreign ministry, and the ambassador who should be doing that? Okay, is it not the foreign ministry? To say, how can Dr. Sarkodie be in touch with citizens and students in China? I think he agreed, say, that situation. We say the Ghanaian student in Wuhan, please don't pressure us to bring you home. We will send you Gary, Sheto, and then no hon keka. If you parts you won't come. The way we sacrifice for you to go, they sacrifice for us by staying there. Lock the doors always, but you ain't coming home. Or say Honorable Ablakwa should be realistic. Would they have brought them if the NDC was in power? 200 people, i.e. students, are not more important than the 30 million people here. Good afternoon. Nays in Takrade. Hey, Nays. We say, from a student in China, we are imploring the government of Ghana to make efforts to evacuate the Ghanaian student from China. The numbers of the outbreak are really scary. They should make efforts to come and evacuate us from China. So far, over 40,000 have been affected, with over 181,000 under observation at medical facilities. The numbers may rise, and we don't know the extent to which it will go. I am in Zhejiang province. School reopens, and it's currently on an indefinite close down, and we don't know when we would reopen, and we don't also know when there would be a cure or how worse it will get. Eric Asan, also a Ghanaian student, Zhejiang province, we say, Obi, please tell Honorable Ablakwa not to discuss this health related issue like the normal partisan politics. But so far he's not, to be fair to Honorable Jomo Pokwase Festus, on any partisan politics, and at least on our show today. We say, okay, Obi, and this from Owusu Bempa, corporate communications head, Ghana Gas. I say, Obi, tell Okudzeto Ablakwa would allow him to constitute a high-powered Ghanaian delegation to China. Really. We say, President Akufo-Addo, what kind of insensitive attitude is this? Please, we better go and evacuate our brethren from China to Ghana. We can't afford to lose them. If it is okay, even in Welder Junction, that's getting a bit too petty. Let's stay on the issues. Is it true? Okay, Abele Inungwa, your message off board. Let's deal with the issues. I'm very sad this afternoon. Tell the authorities to handle this situation swiftly to save our people. Sir Prince, Ewo Ayensua. No message is not a dorsal. I was saying, you're wrapping up now for me. Honorable, finally, the Udi Jayena,
finally, make us a same way, Bibia, as I say, Didi Agro. And there, our China. Ankana SSA ejima for a ejima. Also more extended lunar holiday by a week. and Omoka said they were hoping, say, by Monday, the 10th of February, there will have been a peak and probably they'll begin to see a decline. Yeah. But in CISA, reports are monitor across mainland China. Most of the offices, shops remain closed. Many workers stayed at home. Eka said they are working from home. And it's a major issue. We know, sir, even as we speak, not less than 25 countries have reported cases, out of China. We know, sir, Germany, for example, last week, it claimed their first national. United States, so the first American has died. Britain, so about 3 the last time I checked. It spreading, and we need to raise the alertness and the seriousness. With all due respect, kasa on this matter. It's like, oh, you better me aja, we can leave it. If we say, oh, come on, mo gari and all of that. Oh, the gari no konasa omwewa. The gari no, how useful would that be? And as one of the students said, no. On my way, that's where we'll all be rushing. My donation and all of that. We can prevent that now. Fortunately, lucky countries are so far no confirmed case, no infection. This is the time to move. The more we delay, the universities are reporting. They say the number of cases are more recorded is going up. It's just about time. It may just be a matter of time, that our nationals will be infected. Into Yabesre say if that was the initial, this is a crisis, emergency situation, obia unpredicted. Ebiana advice ayamaya, and as the saying goes, it's only a fool who doesn't change his mind. Ebiana initial assessment. Initial analysis Ghana within official corridors. We thought there may be no need to evacuate, but clearly looking at the situation, this crisis now, this global health emergency, IXCD SARS is one of the worst in history. We don't even yet have a handle. Experts and to me and confirm it clearly whether there will even be a cure and all of that. You should just change your position quickly. Re-strategize, evacuate, especially from the epicenter. These students and the few nationals, non-students, evacuate. Just one chartered flight. Other countries have had to do 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. All the numbers, the highest number I've had, 300 and something. That can fit in just one chartered flight. Let's do it and let's save lives. And now, young offer some hope, say leadership in Ghana, and across the board. This is a matter that I expect bipartisanship. In China, any politics. Having said, though sometimes the way we define politics in this country is problematic because it's a political decision that must be taken to move in and evacuate the nationals, because there are some people who have the political power, who have the resources. And controlling resources. If we all have the keys to the exchequer, I'm sure that I will not just be talking and agitating. I'll just have release and order for the chartered flight to go and rescue our people. No. This is not mischief at all, my brother. I mean, these are human lives that are at stake, and the ranking member must do his work.
Of course.
Because I don't want history to record we derelicted, we were negligent, and we just sat by quietly as nationals perished. God forbid. That should not happen. It's not too late for government to change its official policy. Na yankofa Yanuanom Embra Ghana.
So my the Honourable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, a member of Parliament, North Tongue constituency, ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee in Amoten and Kano, and we free obia or Juma Ewo Port Health or say Omunya risk allowance and swanko mope. and strict screening should be put in place, and if possible, all those who come from suspected prone areas should be well screened before, and if possible, quarantined for some days before letting them into our country. And you also call for some risk allowance before frontliners Iowa Port health facilities. And also, because yes, Uber screening the pan initially be a unibi, but now meet is at 21 days now symptom.
I mean, if you allow me to add, as I say, even a review of initial position I take here, we'll just screen at the ports. Say no shares and a spread. When we took that position, less than 10,000 people had been infected across China. It was mainly even Hubei province. Say no, it's all over. And other countries review on flight arrangements, which flights they even allow into their countries and all of that. It's not to hurt our relations with China. They are our important bilateral partners, and those of us who are on the left ideologically, we have nothing against China, but the fact of the matter is that this is about survival. China according of lock it down some provinces and cities and all of that. So we will only be foolhardy and be on a suicidal mission if we say because of bilateral ties. And
the embassy
as I say, review all those flights from all over. No, I'm not comfortable with it.
So may I say,